Coming up on Vegas Nation Blitz, recapping the Raiders' big win over Tennessee, their first W since week 1, with the defense stepping up in a big way.
Defense did a great job, and offense did what we needed to get it done to win a football game. We were ahead, we got to play with the lead, and we were able to hang on to that.
We talk about Devin White's big day against the Titans.
I had a great game last week.
And how the Silver and Black can move forward for a bigger week. Vegas Nation Blitz starts right now.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
Hello, welcome into a victory edition of Vegas Nation Blitz. I'm your host, Dominic Lavoie. So the Raiders getting off the schneid on Sunday with a 20-10 win over the Tennessee Titans. And to get the ball rolling in this show, Vinny Bonsignore joins us to talk the big storylines.
Well, for the first time in 4 weeks, the Raiders are actually going into a game coming off a victory, and that's important because I think the Raiders drew up a little bit of a blueprint on what it'll take them to win games in the NFL. Take care of the football, win the turnover battle. They were +2 in that regard. They went into last week's game against the Tennessee Titans -6. They've improved to -4. They still got a long way to go to get that where it needs to be. But win the turnover battle, win the battle in the red zone. They scored 2 touchdowns on 4 visits. They were 0 for 6 in that regard the last week prior to that against the Colts. Do well on third down, stop the run, tackle well. These are all the things that the Raiders need to do to win football games. It was good enough to beat the Tennessee Titans. That blueprint, which is basically clean, efficient football, and I got to throw this in there, playing with the lead, which allowed the defense to get after the quarterback. They went and got him 6 times, Cam Ward and the Titans. All of those things the Raiders did well on Sunday. It's what they have to do to be competitive in this league. Win games and be competitive. It's not going to guarantee that they go to Kansas City and beat the Chiefs. That's a tall order, especially without Brock Bowers. It looks like that's going to be another sideline game for the star tight end. But it at least gives them an opportunity to be competitive. And moving forward, when they play other teams that they're more comparable to talent-wise, it gives them a real chance to win some games. Can they replicate it? That's going to be the key on Sunday against the Chiefs.
Now to touch on Devin White for a moment, man, what a day it was for the former Super Bowl champ on Sunday. He had an interception, a strip sack, and a team leading 9 combined tackles, with 5 of them being solo tackles. Now he's a third Raider since 1999 to record a sack, an interception, and a forced fumble in a single game, joining Trace Armstrong and Khalil Mack on that list.
Most of us remember him being a great player, and so when John brought it up, hey, we got a chance to get Devin, what do you think? And he had been kind of knocked around, didn't have much film to show, in the last couple of years, and really, I thought lost his connection a little bit with the game, and so he has. We've been engaged with him for some time now. We've watched him grow. We've watched him. Embrace the leadership opportunity. He's a heck of a playmaker, and he makes special plays every week, and so all of that just fits together. Plus, he's tough as hell, and he's downhill, and he knocks the crap out of you when he gets a chance. So all of that it's really been a good story. I'm really glad for him. We were hoping that we could find him and connect him with his past, and it's shown up some, and so he had a great game last week.
Now White joined another exclusive list. He's one of the 10 NFL players with a sack, forced fumble, and an interception on the season. Now he and the Raiders prep to head to Kansas City for a date with the Chiefs this week.
Well, it's just been fun, just playing with a group of guys that, just love playing football. I think I lean on them the most, to be able to go out there and do my best, and I think it's the same for them as well. So it's just, a good brotherhood.
Now to the injury front. Wednesday, some big names did not practice for the Raiders. Brock Bowers, still nursing a knee injury, was observing practice along with running back Dylan Lavoie and wide receiver Jacoby Myers. Bowers was out with a knee injury once again. Myers out with a knee and toe problem, and Lavoie out with a hamstring issue. All right, now next up, we showcase the Aces and give a preview of an event being held at Raiders headquarters, plus the one thing on Heidi Fang's mind this week. Stay tuned.
D&R House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler. We specialize in natural and lab-grown loose diamonds, engagement rings, and custom design. If you're looking for lab-grown diamonds, we have one of the largest selections at the best prices in Las Vegas. We make luxury affordable every day.
Well, it was a big weekend at Allegiant Stadium for one particular Raider alumnus and Pro Football Hall of Famer. Here's Heidi Fang with her one thing.
Raiders cornerback Eric Allen is finally a Hall of Famer. The Silver and Black unveiled his plaque prior to facing the Titans on Sunday. He received his ring from Hall of Fame President Jim Porter during a ceremony at halftime. In his 19th year of eligibility for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Allen earned the honor just 1 year shy of the 20-year mark, which would have been his final year of being up for consideration as a modern era inductee. He spoke to me about what it means to him to don a gold jacket.
You don't play for it when you start playing, but there's a point in your career where you start thinking about it, and you just hope that it's a possibility somewhere at the end of your career, along with other things. But it's just so special because I enjoy playing so much, and this was just kind of the culmination of all those things, that the work that you put in that no one ever sees, the disappointments, the injuries, things you have to go through and play through. So I'm just so thankful that the guys saw that I was worthy and gave me the jacket.
Allen began his 14-year NFL career as an Eagle, drafted by Philadelphia in the second round in 1988. His 4 interceptions returned for touchdowns was a league record in 1993 and held for 30 years. He recorded 54 interceptions in his career and was a 6-time Pro Bowler. He was a Raider for 4 seasons, starting in 1998 before retiring in 2001, helping lead the team to back-to-back seasons as AFC West champions. He joined Sterling Sharp, Antonio Gates, and Jared Allen in this year's 2025 Hall of Fame class. And that's this week's One Thing. Back to you, Dom.
All right, now some special guests made an appearance at the Raiders game on Sunday. The 2025 WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces pulling up to Allegiant Stadium a couple days after finishing a final sweep of the Phoenix Mercury. Finals MVP Asia Wilson and the rest of her team lighting the Al Davis Memorial Torch pregame. The Aces made WNBA history by winning the league's first ever best-of-7 finals series. And before we let you on go, the Raiders are throwing a party for the fans this Sunday. It's the Raiders Rev Up Watch Party at the team headquarters in Henderson. The team is encouraging fans to bring the whole family for a quote-unquote one-of-a-kind game day experience. Fans will be on the indoor practice field to watch the game against the Chiefs, meet Raider Rusher, Raiders alumni, and the Raiderettes, plus play some games and have some food. The doors open at 9:30 a.m. Tickets are $5 and benefit the Raiders Foundation, and you can get those tickets at vegas.raiders.com/events/watch-party. Now that'll do it here for Vegas Nation Blitz. Thank you all for tuning in this week, and make sure to return here this Saturday for Vegas Nation Game Day to get all set up for the Chiefs game. But until then, make sure to follow us on social media at Vegas Nation or follow along at vegasnation.com on the web. And for even more Raiders coverage, tune into the Vegas Nation First and 10 podcasts on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. But once again, thank you all for hanging out with us. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.